What's going on? What's going on? This is Club 50 Sports, and we are back. We just saw the completion of the NFL season. Tears. It's always a sad time for me when football's gone. But we also thought we were going to see something that me and Manny in our 30 years had never seen, and that also went away with this football season. The Chiefs attempting to do a three-peat, something no team has ever done, and and no team has still ever done. Manny, we're gonna go over everything. I want you to kind of give me a full recap of everything that you saw, and I want you to answer this question. What shocked you the most about the way that the game played out? We thought that this game was going to be a lot more competitive, and it turned out to be quite the blowout. What'd you think?
I was more shocked with Andy Reid. I don't think they were ready. He was not ready as a play caller. He he didn't make any adjustments throughout the game, which I from a Hall of Fame coach that he is already in our book, and he's a first ballot already Hall of Famer. He was not ready for the Eagles defense. Uh, they didn't even blitz, never blitz. All they did was the front four took. They were pressuring Mahomes the whole day by themselves. They were like, you know what? Don't worry about blitzing. We got this. We got this. We're gonna harass this man all day long. I have never seen Mahomes this flustered in his whole career. And man, he's a great quarterback. Great quarterback. But no running the ball. Um, no balance. They never had no balance on offense, by the way. Um, gotta give major props, man, to Harry Roseman, that the GM and the head coach, man. Their offseason additioning with their draft picks, those guys came to play. Adam Vaughn, Jesse Davis, Jalen Carter, which he's one of my favorite players, and it all starts in the draft. Adam, when you draft well, this is what you get. This is that type of um, game that you get from your draftees, and you got to give major props to the Eagles organization. Andy Reid, they'll be back. They'll be back again to the big game, but they have to come ready. Adam, you cannot just rely on just passing the ball all game because it's going to get lopsided. It will get lopsided. What do you say?
I'll tell you, this game was not indicative of the score 40-22. It wasn't even close to being an 18-point victory just from the eye test. This was an outright dog. This They just beat the dog crap out of these guys. Literally, like you said, four men
I said,
on the defensive line dominated five men on the offensive line. And I'm hearing a lot about, oh, Patrick Mahomes had his worst game ever. This had nothing to do with Patrick Mahomes. It wasn't like Patrick Mahomes was sailing the ball or Patrick Mahomes was running for his life the entire game. And it was only four men moving five men against their will and pushing Patrick Mahomes into these horrible positions. One of the interceptions, he was hurried, he was pushed, and that led to a pick six. The other one, his offensive lineman literally pushed into him and caused the ball to go short, and he threw a ball that ended up changing possessions at his own 14-yard line. The man was running. This had nothing to do with Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes did not have a bad game. He did not have a bad game. He was running for his life for four quarters. And you realize that probably at about maybe sometime in the second quarter that Patrick Mahomes was like, these guys, I, he didn't see a way out. He didn't see a way out. He was completely distraught. He was completely, he had the air sucked out of him at that point. What I question is this: I never at any point saw an adjustment from Andy Reid, which is very strange. They never at any point left Kareem Hunt back there to chip on these guys, to give them a sixth man. Hey, you know what? Maybe you do only have two wide receivers and a tight end now that you leave a running back there. But you got to do something. And at no point did they max block or leave somebody in there to offer additional assistance, because those four men were completely beating the crap out of those five offensive linemen. And not at any point did I see an adjustment from Andy Reid, and that was very, very strange for me. I've never seen that. But on the other end, I will say this: the Eagles defense deserves all the credit here. And I'll go one step further and say I almost feel like somebody from that defensive line or two people should have been co-MVPs from that defense. Jalen Hurts played a great game, not taking anything away from this man. But he had a lot of opportunities because the Kansas City Chiefs were being run off the field. They had one first down in the first half. They did not cross the 50-yard line until like 2 minutes left in the third quarter. Jalen Hurts played a great game, but the defense was the one who won that game. And I feel like DeJean or Sweat, somebody else should have. There should have been like two defensive co-MVPs, because 34-0, that was a complete show by that defense. Hats off to the Philadelphia Eagles. You know I'm a Cowboys fan. I am predisposed not to like the Eagles at all, but I got to call a spade, and they did their thing. They went out there and killed it.
Yes, it did. And it's the Eagles just came ready, man. And I don't know how can people say this. Some people in news outlets were saying, "Oh, they're not even gonna cross the midfield," and I'm like, "What? What NFL game are you watching?" The Eagles, for me, have been the best squad in the NFL since October. They're a complete roster, and that Saquon Barkley addition. And mind you, they lost in the Super Bowl by 3 points the last time that these two teams met. And
Jalen Hurts balled out.
Balled out and he did have a crucial fumble that turned the game around. But if it wasn't for that fumble, they would have won again. So you know what? Hats off again to the Eagles, guys. I never doubted the Eagles. I was going for the Eagles to beat them, and the rest is history, man. Thank God that the Eagles won. So it will take more longer for us to see a 3P. But guys, let us know what you think, guys. Do you guys think that the Eagles D line as a whole, which is I've never seen that happen in the NFL, or Jalen Hurts deserves this MVP? I think Adam and I think it is on the defense. Guys, let us know what you think, and Club 50 Sports will be right back.